Hello and welcome to Discovery Storytime. Let's sing our welcome song. For today's welcome song, we are going to do two patterns. The first pattern when we sing our first verse, which will be, if you're ready for some learning, clap your hands. Then we will clap twice. 1, 2. For our second verse, when we say, if you're ready for some learning, pat your back, then we're going to pat our backs 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? If you're ready for some learning, clap your hands. If you're ready for some learning, clap your hands. If you're ready for some learning, then your brain is always thinking. If you're ready for some learning, clap your hands. If you're ready for some learning, pat your back. If you're ready for some learning, pat your back. If you're ready for some learning, then your brain is always thinking. If you're ready for some learning, pat your back. Good job, everyone at home. We just did a math activity along with our rhyme. Math and poetry both have patterns. They are connected in this way. April is National Poetry Month, and it is also Math Awareness Month. To celebrate National Poetry Month, I have chosen a rhyming book about... Oof, what is that? A toad. So let's read about the adventures of the Hippy Hoppy Toad, and we'll do some math activities and learn a little bit about frogs and toads. A Hippy Hoppy Toad. Written by Peggy Archer and illustrated by Anne Wilsdorf. In the middle of a puddle, in the middle of a road, on a teeter-totter twig sat a teeny tiny toad. Snap went the twig, up went the toad, and he landed on a tree by the side of the road. On the raggy shaggy tree by the side of the road, on the rough gruff bark, sat the teeny tiny toad. Peck went the bird, jump went the toad, and he tumbled to a flower in the park by the road. On a fuzzy yellow flower in the hush-rush breeze sat the teeny tiny toad in the shadow of the trees. Bzzz went the bee, hop went the toad, and he jumped to the grass at the side of the road. In the slippy, sloppy grass where the toad sat still was a happy, snappy cricket with a sing-song trill. Chirp went the cricket, tree went the toad, and he chased the chirpy cricket to the gravel down the road. In the stony, gritty gravel, in the shade by the road, in the calm, quiet morning, sat the Hippy Hoppy Toad. Woof went the dog, puff went the toad, and he hopped to the top of a stone by the road. On the fat, flat stone in the warm, still air lay a tough, scruff lizard with a sharp, steady stare. Slink went the lizard, blink went the toad, and hip, hop, plop to the dry, dusty road. Down the dry, dusty road where the toad crept along, under brunchy, crunchy leaves came an easy, breezy song. Whoosh went the wind, swoosh went the toad, and he flew to a leaf hanging close to the road. Round the flippy, floppy leaf came a whirlwind gust of a huff, puff wind with a cloud of dust. Bump went a shoe, thump went the toad, and he landed on the sneaker as it ran down the road. Past the flippy floppy leaf, down a dry dusty road, through the brunchy crunchy leaves, round a flat fat stone, through the stony gritty gravel by the slippy sloppy grass, past a fuzzy yellow flower and a raggy shaggy tree, went the bump pump sneaker with a teeny tiny toad hanging on for the ride as they raced down the road. The shoe went zag, the toad went zig, and he sailed through the air to a teeter-totter twig. In the middle of a puddle, in the middle of a road, on a teeter-totter twig, sat a teeny tiny toad.
For our activity today, we are going to have a frog jumping contest. If you look at frogs, when they're sitting, they have their legs all folded up. But when they jump, they have their legs all stretched out and jump. So when they're keeping their legs closed, they're storing their energy in their leg muscles. And that's called potential energy. And when they leap, their moving energy is called kinetic energy. So now we don't have real frogs, so we are going to do a jumping contest with little origami frogs. I have 3 different frogs, origami frogs. One is a big one is a medium-sized one, and one is the teeny tiny one. So we're going to see which of these origami frogs can jump farthest. Make a prediction and keep it in your head. Which frog do you think will jump the farthest? Now, let's experiment and see if your prediction was right. Let's do our jumping contest. So for that, I have a little strip of paper that I've placed down here where I'm going to start off making every frog jump. And I have a ruler here. This is a big ruler that I have, but you can use any measuring tape to measure how far each frog jumps. Okay, let's start with our teeny tiny frog. You ready? Okay. Save the energy and jump. Ooh. Can you see where our little frog is? It's out here. Now let's measure with our ruler. Now our little frog jumped 18 inches. Whoa, that's a big jump. Let's try our medium-sized frog. Right. Ready, store up your energy and leap. Woo. Now, how far did our medium-sized frog go? It just stopped at 11 inches. Now for our big frog. And up. That didn't go very far. It's right here. And it's just maybe 4 inches away. Was your prediction right? You can make your own origami frogs and make them jump, have a jumping contest, or you can try it yourself and with your family. Have a jumping contest. Try to jump without bending your legs. Then bend your legs and jump. Experiment, see what works better. Thank you for joining me on this learning adventure. Until next time, bye-bye.